Hi guys, it's me Mel from LYS Little Hook with Melanie, and I am doing a quick video to show you what I got at my birthday tea. So I went with my family, and I'm going to insert here the video from the birthday tea. I'm not going to get people in it because the people might not want to be in it, but
yes, we don't want to be identified.
In that case, this is my Uncle Scott,
and
he's going to be on YouTube forever and ever. And my Aunt Deb and my new Aunt Linda. And
thank you.
So,
you're gonna make me cry.
Oh gosh, she almost made me cry, so it's only in good, stead.
She liked what I wrote because of what I wrote before.
And the sandwiches and
There it is.
salads and scones.
I'm gonna
And
let it sit for a minute.
my dad and sister, and then the tea. All right. Quick look.
Please, if you drip tea on my tablecloths, don't worry about it. I got my super cleaning thing for getting tea stains out. So.
And the lovely yarn shop we're in. Just so you can see. This is a high tea. And there's a quick look, and now we're going to eat birthday tea, showing you the food and my family, the weirdos they are, and a little bit of the shop. I didn't do like an in-depth of the shop. I'm real sorry. I forgot to go around the shop afterwards. I was so busy shopping. If you want to see more of the shop, I'm going to link last year's video. Oh, I'm so sorry. We're having a bit of a nap. Hi, Ziva. Ziva's coming in to say hi. I did a more in-depth of the shop last year, and it's pretty much the same. I'm not sure if she will do orders over the phone or online. She is a Plymouth yarn dealer. She also has yarns from her own sheep. She used to have sheep. But if you're interested in shopping from her, I am more than willing to go to her shop and shop for you and then ship it to you. So, I mean, you would pay shipping and all that, but you know what I mean. Or, see if she'll ship to you and you just buy from her. I would just go there, video chat or, be on the phone with you. Well, no, she has horrible, cell reception. But if you know what you want or whatever, I could go there, do whatever, and we'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm going to insert my video here. And then at the end, I'll put up here last year's video. And you can click on it and see more of the shop. Because last year I walked around the shop and showed you her stuff. Okay? Okay. And then right after the inserted video, we'll go into what I got. All right. So, this year, I had to get, last year, my dad treated me to some yarn, and Ziva's all about this. I got 2 of these last year, and I finally found a pattern I wanted to use them for, but I needed 1 more. Luckily, she says I haven't had much business, foot traffic, since, COVID. So I was able to get the same color and dye lot because she still had it on the shelf. The funniest thing, my dad was joking around, walked around the store, picked up 1 ball of yarn, and started goofing around with it. This exact ball of yarn out of everything in the shop. He didn't know I needed it, but this is the exact color he picked out of all of them. We are very much like-minded as far as colors and stuff we like. But this is Plymouth Yarn Company Encore, that's how I say it, Encore, color spun, knitted worsted weight. And it is 75% acrylic, 25% wool, 100 grams, approximately 200 yards. US to use US 8 needles and an H8 hook. It says machine wash, gentle cycle, and tumble dry low, which is very nice. And it's actually made in Pennsylvania, in Bristol, Pennsylvania, which I did not know Plymouth Yarn was in Pennsylvania. ZB, stop. Well, no, it's not made in Pennsylvania, but Plymouth Yarn is in Pennsylvania. It's made in Turkey because everything's made somewhere like Turkey or China or India, you know. But it's this lovely color. Now, the thing is, it's color 7172 and it's got a dye lot, but the thing is, all of the colors say drifting on them. I looked at a bunch of the other colors in the Encore line. They all said drifting. So this is not, the color is not drifting. You focusing? There you go. The color number is the color. Yeah. No idea. No idea what drifting means. But this is the color. And that is pretty true. This marly browns and oranges, a little bit of white, cream, darker brown, lighter brown, a little bit of gold yellow in there. I like it, and I know what I'm using it for. And I'm not telling you until I start it. Yes, I like to be goofy if you are new to my channel. It's not that I like to be goofy, it's that I am goofy. And when I'm in a better mood, the more goofy I am. Now, I'm going to show you my yarns first. Yarns first. What does that mean? So, I saw this one, and it was sitting all by itself. I couldn't leave it all by itself. It is Plymouth Yarn Company Jelly Beans, spelled JELLIBENZ, 75% acrylic, 25% wool, from the Encore family of yarns. Now in a bigger ball, because they went from 50 gram to 100 gram. It is colored 2217, and I found out that that is black multi. It is so pretty. No thriss. My yarn. Mine. And I asked her if she had any more, and she had leftovers from something she had made, but it's probably more than a ball. I found out these are balls, not skeins. A skein is a hank when it is unwound. I have been wrong my entire crochet life. So, this is a ball. I'm not going to show you a skein because then I'd have to rehank it, and I'm not great at that. So, this is a ball. I'll probably still call it a skein for a long time, but so I got two of those. And it's not, you can feel the wool, but it's not that woolly. So I'm quite happy. Ooh, don't go anywhere. Okay. Then I got this, and this is what I mean by I'd have to rehank it. This is me hanking something. It doesn't have a tag on it, but it's Happy Feet, and it's 90% merino, 10% nylon, and it's 400, something like 430. Hold on, I've got another one in here. Why am I struggling? 480 yards, I believe. Okay? And it's very, as you can see, my hanking skills are extreme. But I'm calling it, well, I called it terracotta. I think I'm going to call it copper. hmm hmm Yes, lovely. And the only reason I was able to afford all this is because I'm going to call them stupid family, but I say it with so much love, spoiled me with birthday money that I wasn't expecting at the tea. And I, of course, had birthday money in the middle of a yarn store and went, Now I needed this, so I had gotten a little money out to buy this because I knew I wanted to get this. So I was like, I'll get a little extra out so I can get myself a birthday present. And then they went and gave me a lot extra. And I went, yeah. And, yeah. And I barely spent any of my money. Yeah. So, sucks for Mel. Sucks. That might even be go up her calves, her enormous, enormous calves. It's so lovely. So I got that, and then she had one that was bare. She can't get it anymore. It's Happy Feet. It's the exact same yarn, but bare. I'm going to dye it. I know everybody's dyeing yarn. I'm going to dye this. And I know it probably costs more than all the bare yarns that everybody buys. But I was in a little bit of a, I want to buy myself something to dye. I have dyed yarn before. I bought myself a kit off Etsy. And it came with the dyes and the yarn, but it was worsted weight and it was very rough. This is not rough. And it was the only sock weight she had. I want to dye myself sock weight yarn. I will have to find. She was saying to use Kool-Aid. I don't think I want to use Kool-Aid. I will have to figure out how to get myself small amounts of like dye powders or dye somethings. I know Bridget from Queen's Crafts by Bridget uses food safes. I have Wilton. I was a cake decorator. I have all sorts of Wilton dyes, and I believe Wilton dyes does animal fibers. I think I just solved my problem because I have all the colors of the Wilton gels. Okay, that's solved. Okay, is that all my yarn? I think it may be. Now, I was telling her I'm learning the drop spindle. She suggested a book that taught her the drop spindle way back when. Back to Basics. It's in the library, our library. And then she kicked her husband out of the house and said, take the kids. I'm going to master this. And she mastered it. And like later, she was teaching a class in at the college in like history. She was teaching them how to use the drop spindle because she had mastered it so well. And now she teaches spinning classes or, individual spinning on the spinning wheel. But I was telling her I'm trying to learn the drop spindle and I wanted to buy some fiber. So she gave me this to practice on. She gave it to me to practice on. And she gave me this. Now, she told me to still read Back to Basics. I forget the author's name, but I'm sure I'll be able to find it by the title. And then I bought this, which I love natural colored sheep's wool. And it is not, oh, I can tell the lanolin's still in it. Oh, okay, let me tell you a story. When we lived in Lancaster County, in the southern end of Lancaster County, it was a town called New Providence, but we lived in the countryside. We had 3 acres, just over 3 acres. There was a pasture, there was a small stable, and there were about one acre of yard. And my mother said, I want sheep. I want to learn to spin. She took one spinning class, but we got 8 sheep. And the person who sold them to us tried to get them impregnated. So they said, you have a good chance of having pregnant sheep. They were all female. 2 of them ended up being pregnant. One lamb we lost because a lot of the time they have breathing problems when they're born, and we did not know that she was birthing. So the lamb was born at night and did not come out breathing. The next one we caught birthing, and we called the vet immediately. And so the vet helped that one birth, and the, the lamb was fine. And my sister, of course, named the little ram Aries because creative for a male lamb. So we had 9 sheep, 8 female, 1 male, and he got, you know, neutered immediately, so no more sheep. But we had 9 sheep that got sheared yearly, and my mom's like, no, 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 I will learn to spin. No, for the first couple years, their poor fleece rotted. The next couple years, um, I would say to the, or I would take the fleece and I said to the guy who sheared them, I said, give them to 4-H, you know, and he did. Yeah, I just eventually said, take them with you. No one's going to use them. And when my mom did go to a spinning class, she gave some of the fleece to a woman there, and the woman spun it up and sent it back to us as yarn. And I still have some of our sheep's yarn, which I have not used yet because it's a small amount, and I treasure it. And I finally decided on making it into a small amigurumi of a sheep. We had black sheep, we had brown sheep, we had white sheep, and I was always, because I fed them. My dad and I fed them. I was out there when they were sheared. I I was out there when they got vetted. So, you know, they were my sheep, I guess. Uh, I would go out there and just lay on them. They were like big puppy dogs. They would come when you called. If they got out of the fence, I was the one out there wrangling them back into the fence. With my dad, I mean. But if he was at work, it was me. But I loved going out there and laying on them, put my face in their fleece, and you could feel and smell the lanolin. Because I'm not allergic to anything. My sister's allergic, has sensitivities to wool. But when the wool is on the sheep and it has the lanolin in it, it's so much softer. I don't know why they process that out of it. Because people would be able to handle it more. This still feels like it has some lanolin in it. It's got that softy feel. But but you can see there is some orange and brown different tones of different sheep in it. Because when they would shear, some of the white sheep would be cream colored underneath, some would be pure white. Some of the brown sheep would be black underneath, some would be brown. It was just a beautiful array of colors. And so the yarn I have is a multitude of colors. You wouldn't, they'd all look like all the brown sheep would look the same on the outside, but when you sheared them underneath, it'd be a different. But she showed me how she pulled it apart and then would pull it to draft, you know, to spin it. So I have a little more idea. But this is 2 ounces, she said. So I have that, but this is to practice with. So I'm hoping, you know, I may be able to get a handle on the drop spindle. I'm hoping. Smell of wool. The smell of wool, and those are my goodies from my birthday key. And in case you're interested, I went to Yorkshire Meadows in Mansfield, PA. I will link it down below. It has a website, so I believe there is a way to order online or through the phone. And if anyone's interested, please give Liz some business. She is a wonderful lady. She is just darling and kind and so sweet. And like she said, she's not getting as much foot traffic since COVID, and I would love to see her getting the business she deserves. So, and my aunt, my dear aunt was trying to buy her most expensive yarn to make a puppy blanket. $35 a skein for baby alpaca, I believe, to make a blanket for her new puppy. And I was like, baby alpaca to make a blanket to go on the floor for your puppy to gnaw on. And really, wouldn't you rather one of these balls for, and even the $7 balls, I was going, really? I know you love your dogs, but $35? Oh, I was getting a twitch in my eye. I'm like, isn't this stuff lovely, Aunt Deb? Really, it's really nice. Oh my God. She's having a new granddaughter soon, and she wasn't even, no, but the puppy. Oh, I love my aunt. She makes me laugh. But I hope you're all having a wonderful day and shine bright. And I am going to do my best to get my videos out, at least the August videos, and then work on all the rest. But you guys keep me, well, somewhat sane. I mean, nobody can keep me totally sane. Ziva tries, but, you know, I will see you soon. Have a great week. Love you all.